De volgende spreker die een video heeft gestuurd is Diane Sare. Zij is verbonden aan het Amerikaanse Schiller Institute, een denktank die een nieuwe wereldorde probeert te promoten op basis van de ideeën van Lyndon LaRouche. Zij is 2 keer kandidaat geweest voor de Senaat in de VS en zij heeft eveneens een boodschap voor ons.
Greetings. I'm Diane Sare, former independent candidate for U.S. Senate from the state of New York, and currently the American president of the LaRouche Organization. I believe that all of us agree that NATO should have been dissolved at least 30 years ago, and many of you will be providing the gory details on why, so I won't spend time on that here. I think that we in the West, the allegedly civilized garden countries, as Josep Borrell has told us we are, must change our approach to thinking about the future of humanity. We must become deep thinkers. I'll give you an example from the United States. My president, Donald Trump, who won the election largely because he promised to end the Ukraine-Russia war and not to engage in any forever wars, has just acted in close coordination with war criminal Bibi Netanyahu to bomb Iran. Given the president's bizarre comments at the White House press conference later that evening, proclaiming that as a result of the illegal bombing of Iran's nuclear enrichment sites, we will now have peace, indicates to me that he has no clue what he may have unleashed. On the other hand, in the United States, we have a well-funded alleged opposition of billionaires called No More Kings, which has recently duped a few million Americans into coming into the streets, supposedly for hands-off Social Security, but really for hands-off NATO, and keep arming Israel and Ukraine, and even holding signs which explicitly hint at the assassination of President Trump or Vice President Vance. So those of us who are truly for peace must forge a new independent path. We cannot fall into the British imperial gang counter-gang trap. We must create a world which is not divided into masters and slaves, which is now over anyway because no one is willing to put up with that, but a world which operates like a chorus of diverse voices, sopranos, baritones, altos, but which unite, as President Kennedy called for, to defeat the common enemies of mankind: poverty, starvation, disease, and war. As Helga Zepp LaRouche of the Schiller Institute has said, we must create an entirely new economic development and security architecture where every nation is equally respected, including the recognition of Palestine, which deserves a seat at the table. We have an opportunity now to do this because the old imperial Wall Street, City of London financial system is totally bankrupt, and the people of the global majority in the growing BRICS Plus partnership will never go back to being colonized. So let us be as wise as serpents, but as harmless as doves, informed by a vision of a future human race which is healthy, happy, prosperous, and full of geniuses. I wish you the best success at this rally. Don't fall over in the heat, and let us work together because our enemy is weak.